Hi guys, this is Ales from Ales Gaming TV, and this video is a review for our best girl Cha Hae-In. She is still not available in the game yet. However, data miners such as Alpha Leaker were able to get this video about full Cha Hae-In kit. So shout out to you, brother, and we truly appreciate it. But before we begin, if you would love to see more solo leveling Arise content, then please like and subscribe. This will really mean a lot to me, and it will give me more opportunities to reach more players all over the world who need guidance and a little bit of entertainment on their journey. So enough said, and let's jump right into the video.
Els Gaming TV.
So right now we're here at Alpha Leaker's Twitter account. This is where he posted the leaked video of Cha Hae-In's full kit a few hours ago. Okay, so let's play the video to see if she's really a great unit or not. As you can see here, her exclusive weapon will be called the Sword of Light, and this weapon increases the user's basic skill by 5%. Take note of this one, okay? Because I'll tell you why this weapon will work wonders for Cha Hae-In's kit. This also might be the reason why she will be a real beast when it comes to dealing huge amount of damage. This weapon also gives additional critical damage for 12 seconds and it stacks up to 6 times. So right now we all know that Cha Hae-In will need a lot of critical stats. This is great news for those players who have Min Byung-gu since they will synergize very well. Next is her basic and core attack. These skills are called Swift Sword and Sword Dance. If you're going to take a closer look at the damage multiplier of her basic attack, you can notice right away that she has better numbers compared to Choi and Silver Main Bae. So this is a good sign that Cha Hae-In might be a good unit to consider pulling. Next is her basic skill, the Dancer. This is what I was actually talking about earlier because this skill has an additional effect called Waltz of the Sword. Waltz of the Sword allows the Dancer to be used an infinite number of times as long as the buff effect is still ongoing. So what we're not sure is if this Waltz of the Sword has an internal cooldown. Because if it doesn't, then you can just pump critical artifacts to Cha Hae-In and use this skill over and over again until you run out of mana. So that is one thing we should look forward to. Next is her second basic skill, the Sword of Light. This is also a good skill since it has an extra effect that cancels out the ability of her enemies to recover. Most of you who play a ton of games are aware that a unit that can apply unrecoverable effect is always great since time will always come when there will be a boss monster who has the ability to heal itself. On top of that, if in the future SLA releases a PvP mode, Cha Hae-In will automatically be one of the best units just because of this effect alone. But we still don't have any information about that, so what I'm just trying to say is that with this kind of kit, investing in Cha Hae-In will be a great decision since you can definitely use her until endgame. Next is her support skill, Light Strike. This one is a great skill as well since it applies the brand effect. This debuff allows your whole team to deal more critical damage for 15 seconds. That's why she is definitely not just a solid DPS but can also provide support to her allies and give them the ability to deal more damage. It is very helpful in dungeons like Power of Destruction where you need to deal a huge amount of damage in a short period of time. Next is her QTE skill, Rampant of Light. This is actually almost the same with Light Strike since it also applies the brand effect to her target. Then Cha Hae-In ultimate skill is called Light of the End. This is just a burst of light damage that is great for nuking enemies since it has a huge damage multiplier. But the good thing is if your target is affected by the brand effect, then the damage of this skill will be increased by 30%. So this next part is for other players who are planning to get some dupes of her for advancement. So A1 passive will increase the maximum number of Dancer effect instances that can stack at once to 5 instances. I guess this answers our question earlier, so there's actually a limit on how many times you can apply the Waltz of the Sword. So having her A1 passive will increase the amount you can stack into 5 instances. So A1 is pretty beneficial and you will definitely feel some changes in DPS output once you get it. Next is her A2 which increases the user's critical hit rate by 10%. This is not an overwhelming passive ability, but still great to have since you can just focus on critical damage artifacts if you have her A2. Next is her A3. When attacking a branded target, increases the skill damage of the Dancer and the Sword of Light by 40%. For me, this is a good thing to have as well since more additional percentage effects means more damage. Her A4 is just like her A2. It is a straight up increase to her stat, but this time instead of critical rate, It is actually an addition to her critical damage. Not really a game changer, but still great to have. And lastly, for her A5, depending on the stack effect of the dancer, the damage of the light of the end will increase by 15%. Of course, this will be her pay to win advancement because light of the end has a huge damage multiplier even without the brand effect. But once you have her at advancement 5 and your target is affected by the brand effect while having 5 stack of the dancer, I'll assure you that the light of the end will literally end the life of your target. It's just too much damage multiplier, not to mention Cha Hae-In is a critical base unit. So if you're planning to get dupes of her, I suggest you go A1 or A3. But if you want to go all out, then A5 will definitely be the best one. So that's it. I hope I was able to give you some insights about this Cha Hae-In's leak info. You can comment down below if you think I missed some information or if you have any suggestions on what we should tackle next. Also, remember to play this game at your own pace, never get burnout, and always have fun. Till next time, peace!
Hunters are heroes. Let's...
Don't worry. I've got your back. Oh, nuts!
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Thank you for waiting. I'll give it.